Hello, this is William Ratliff, and I'm here to talk about HIV-related depression. Depression rates are much higher in the HIV-positive population. Approximately 33% of HIV-positive individuals suffer from depression. This is compared to approximately 5 to 10% of the general U.S. population. Depression is much more common in people with HIV than in people living with other chronic illnesses. It's also twice as common in symptomatic HIV-positive individuals than those not experiencing symptoms from their HIV. Depression is also more common in HIV-positive women than in HIV-positive men. Some common triggers of HIV-related depression are HIV-related stigma, non-disclosure of sexual orientation or hiding in the closet, initial HIV diagnosis, revealing diagnosis to family and friends, and rejection from family and friends because of their HIV diagnosis. Recognition of symptoms and progression of HIV, introduction of new medications, hospitalization, physical illness, death of loved ones, an AIDS diagnosis, major life changes, and planning for the end of life. How depression affects people living with HIV. Depression causes 35% less likelihood to adhere to medication regimen. It also causes less likelihood to attend medical appointments, decreased likelihood of achieving and maintaining an undetectable viral load. Depressed individuals are more likely to use illegal substances, they have a higher risk of alcohol abuse, and an increased risk of engaging in behavior that could spread the HIV virus. This could include unprotected or promiscuous sex or the sharing of needles. It can double the risk of HIV-related death, and depression increases the risk of suicide. Treatment for depression improves quality of life and survivability. It creates an 83% greater odds of medication regimen adherence. It decreases fatigue and improves mental health-related functioning and decreases the risk of AIDS mortality by roughly 50%. Unfortunately, treatment rates for HIV-related depression are quite low. In one study, only 55% of depressed HIV-positive participants had a diagnosis of depression already in their medical record. According to a recent estimate, less than half of depressed HIV-positive people are diagnosed with depression, and even fewer receive treatment for the depression.